When I saw the writing of Imrose's character, I said, yeah, sure, it was a guest appearance, it was 2 days' work. I went, I did it, and I didn't myself expect this kind of love and adulation that I got for it. If we end up only trying to make non-franchisable products into franchises as well, then you could land yourself into trouble. With Rana Naidu, I felt that yes, it's a season two, but this is the genre of template of the OTT platforms, right? There's a season one, season two, season three, season four. So they're very clear. It's very different from making films.
So, hi Arjun, welcome to Screen. Firstly, I just want to start with your portrayal of morally gray or intense characters is something that has really stuck a chord with my generation. So, I don't know if you follow Twitter or Letterbox, but like people seem to be in love with the characters, especially the baddies that you have played. So, whether it's like Mukesh in Om Shanti Om, or like Ravan, or like even say like a character of Jasjeet from Dawn. And I feel, and I have this theory, I don't know how true it is, but whenever if John Wick is ever remade in India, and if there's one person who can pull it off, it's you, because like you have those like poetic eyes and that simmering intensity that you bring to these characters. So I just want to start with what's your
How
process?
sweet. That's amazing. And I couldn't agree with you more.
So
Yeah.
I was just talking about these gray, intense characters that you play, and in Rana Naidu 2, you're also, at least from the trailer, what seems like it seems in the same zone. So I just want to start with how do you approach these layered characters? Because I'm so fascinated because you every time you manage to add a little bit of spark and make them more edgy.
No, it's not that, Anas. Like, I mean, honestly, when I play any character, it would be unfair for me to get into it if I didn't know where this guy's belief system, lay. But if, for example, like when I'm playing a bad guy, that's not me.
Yeah.
That's that character,
Mm.
right? When you're playing a good guy, okay, if that guy is playing the good guy, it's not him either,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's just a character. Uh, how many of those kind of characters truly do exist in the world where you're so good?
Hmm.
If you're so good, you'd be a saint, right? I've not seen many around. Okay, but and in real life, but if you're so bad, you'd be the devil. Okay, and I don't see that many of those kind of people around as well. It happens because of circumstances, choices, this, that, the other. So what I try to grope for in these characters is what is the backstory, where they've come from, what must have made them this way. You don't necessarily need to see that in the film, but for me to fall back upon how to play them has to come from that. You know, what must have transpired between them, uh, and they have to have a certain element of humanness. That humanness quality is, I think, what makes it attractive.
Truly, yeah. So you were one of the first people who ventured into OTT with Final Call, like one of the first within the mainstream to do
Yeah.
it, like back in 2018, and it's now 2025. You're back with Raina Naidu season two. By the way, I loved you in Bandish Bandits as Imrose, and that was such a nice another one of those intense layered characters that you managed to do. So yeah, coming back to my question, it was just about the fact that, of course, OTT has had its own evolution over these last decade or so, and but there's this growing belief within the industry and something that I keep hearing from within my friends and people I know that there's this OTT has reached a certain limit or like has reached a level of saturation point in terms of storytelling. We are not making the kind of shows that we used to make or we were making earlier, and the fact that mul writers are not getting their due, actors are getting typecasted. Just the level of storytelling has downgraded so much. So, what's your take? Because you have been from the beginning, and now it's like almost a decade. How do
But
how
from when? From
uh,
when has the story deteriorated?
a lot of people feel it's perhaps in the
I
last
think
2, 3 years?
Yeah, but I mean, you've also had some incredible content that's also been
Yeah,
dropped on OTT. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
There's some really, really good work also happening.
yeah,
Uh, yes, there was a golden period of
yeah,
writing that did happen, say about 7, 8 years ago,
yeah,
where it was really, really
up there.
going. But to maintain that level of consistency, okay, is impossible because suddenly there's a generational change, so new writers are coming in, new people are coming in, new actors are coming in. The world has changed so much in 8 years. Okay, so that to process, to put, to bring it all onto the table will take time. But that doesn't mean that we're doing bad work, I think.
Yeah,
And to say very easily that this is it and this it's reached saturation point or nobody wants to go to the movies anymore, I think is very, it's not true. People will always want to go to the movies. Okay. Uh, we will have to be a lot more conscious about the kind of work that we do. Okay. And not be just, and concentrate more on the art. For example, when you see a show like Adolescence, it's mind boggling, right? It's one of the best things that I've
yeah,
seen
yeah,
in many, many years. But that's happened this year. So how can you say that there's no talent there, or people are not thinking, or people are not investing in that kind of content? But yes, OTT today is in itself also catering to various different sects of audiences, right? Uh, and trying to maintain a certain level of quality while trying to do that. Okay. I think as long as we do not drop the quality and encourage more for people to think uh, from an artistic point of view, okay, uh, you'll see the upsurge again. If we end up only trying to make non-franchisable products into franchises as well, then you could land yourself into trouble. And therefore, when I did a season two with Rana Naidu, okay, or I did a cameo in Bandish Bandits, was
yeah.
because I really, really enjoyed
Nice.
what they had done with the Bandish Bandits,
Yeah,
season one.
one. Yeah,
And uh, I was sure that they were going to take it to another level. When I saw the writing of Imrose's character, I said, "Yeah, sure." It was a guest appearance. It was two
yeah,
days' work. I went, I did it, and I didn't myself expect this kind of love and
yeah,
adulation that I got for it.
yeah,
But it was coming from a pure place. So I think the purity, the more pure we become about the kind of work that we do, I think that's what's lacking sometimes.
yeah,
And we are always just worried about making something really huge, putting it out there, and creating franchise after franchise after franchise about
yeah,
that. Uh, with Rana Naidu, I felt that yes, it's a season two, but this is the genre of filmmaking of template of the OTT platforms, right?
mm,
There's a season one, season two, season three, season four. So they're very clear. It's very different from making films,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
In films, if you keep trying to knock out franchises,
yeah.
okay, uh, you're
That won't
going
really
to,
work. Yeah,
yeah, it becomes very difficult
yeah,
because you are going to get compromised somewhere,
yeah,
right? Because you're now working on just a huge mass level of trying to get something out there,
yeah,
and that would most probably make you into a McDonald's or a KFC, right?
yeah,
Finally,
yeah,
but
yeah,
with Rana Naidu season two, I felt the way this whole team has worked. Okay, uh, by taking a risk by making season one
yeah,
and taking a bigger risk by making season two,
yeah.
okay, because season one working, and now you have like all the pressure. Well,
Pressure.
what
Yeah,
will going to happen with this?
yeah,
But staying really, really true to what they'd gone out to make in season one, bringing that and just enhancing it a lot more.
Mm.
okay, for a season two, with
Yeah.
a totally different story, with
Yeah.
very interesting new characters that join this ensemble,
Yeah.
makes it a really good watch,
Yeah.
because it's got great writing. It's got, again, that same unpredictability. It's got a flawed protagonist, okay? It's got a very terrifying antagonist who's extremely unpredictable. And
Yeah.
if you like bad guys, then I think you really like Rolf. Uh,
Yeah.
that's, yeah. And I felt myself that I had not played a character like this ever, ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was
Wow.
so refreshing to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Talking about pressure, did you feel any pressure while joining such a successful franchise or like such a successful show in that sense?
Yeah,
Like,
of course. I mean, there's a responsibility, right?
yeah.
When they come to you and they're giving you something, there is a pressure for sure.
Yeah. Uh,
You're going to be, they've already done a whole season one.
yeah.
So so you're like this adopted child who's coming in in season
Yeah.
two into this family. But they were amazing, all of them. I
Yeah.
mean, it was really so much fun working with Rana, with Venki,
Yeah.
with everybody. Like, I mean, the whole cast and crew and all of that. Most of my scenes are with Rana and Venki.
Wow.
But yeah, it was just phenomenal
Yeah.
team that they have. There's Karan Anshuman, there's
Yeah.
Supan,
Super.
there's
Yeah.
Abhay,
Yeah.
all three different mindset kind of guys making
Yeah.
the same thing. So you go one day, you have a different director, one day you have a different director. So interesting because we all are on the same page. Um, they just bring different insights into it.
Hmm. Yeah. If I remember correctly, last year you said in an interview that you were kind of bothered by the abusive language of the show, and it really was something that you really want to get out of it. So my question is just about the fact that I've heard a lot of actors not taking the OTT route because either of violence or the fact that the language is something which is not they would like to speak. So do you think the time has come for uh,
Who are
like
these actors who said
I
this? I
there
would
are a lot
like
of
to hear
people.
how they speak in real life.
Yeah, so that was my question. So, because a lot of people keep talking about that they should be self-censoring,
See,
but
actor does not have. I feel any actor who says that,
yeah,
okay, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I mean, it's really sad for them because they are just limiting themselves.
yeah, yeah,
As an actor, you're supposed what this is the only profession that I can walk into and
yeah,
say that it offers me something new every single day. Every single day is going to be a new experience. And if
yeah,
I'm going to bring the same boring, dull old me into that new experience, then that
yeah,
new experience becomes dull and boring,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
What
yeah,
is the element of surprise, the element of going out there and surprising yourself? Yes, when I say I was really bothered about the kind of language I've used in this movie, because it's not that I'm not familiar with it,
yeah,
okay, because that would be me lying to tell you that I'm not familiar with it.
yeah,
Okay. Because we've spoken normally sometimes,
like that.
in particular ways, or you've definitely been exposed to it. But because it's slang,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Uh, uh, and in English, you use so many bad words, which just come, profanity that just comes out of your mouth. You have to be very conscious not to do that in your personal life as well.
yeah,
I had become very conscious about that in my life, that I would not. So to do a character which had to just go like that, I was like, great. I'm going to say all these things, and then I can go back and just like not say, give another bad word in my life after
yeah,
this, you
yeah,
know? But it's not about that. It just adds a flavor to it, and that's why it's there. It's not there to shock you. It's not there to uh, uh, shove down your throat or make you feel uncomfortable. It is the world that they come from, and this is the way people speak there,
okay, okay.
and that is
I
the
just
truth, and
yeah,
that is the truth. You like
Yeah.
it or dislike it. That is
Yeah.
the truth. And unfortunately, sometimes we get very, very uneasy watching the truth,
Yeah.
which is a
Yeah.
good thing
Yeah.
because I feel you learn from that.
Yeah. I just want to quickly ask two last questions. One of them is about we're talking about censorship and all of that. Your film, which I'm really eager to watch, Punjab 95, is also stuck with the censors. So, what's your take on that? And if we ever get to watch it, what kind of film should we expect?
Oh, it's a beautiful movie. Uh, it's actually a fantastic film. Um, but, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not that the censor board feels that it's a bad film or they showed something wrong in it or whatever. I feel they have their own reasons being known best to them.
Yeah.
So you should ask them what
Yeah.
is the reason that this film is not really coming out. Because even I would love to know that. It's a true story.
Yeah.
We put our hearts and souls into it.
Yeah.
I really love it.
Mm.
It's a beautiful, really beautiful, beautiful story, and it's got a very strong message in there. But I don't know why this has happened. I'm still not clear about it, but I'm sure that they will find some way of figuring this out. I think people sometimes hope that a film does not evoke some kind of uh,
Yeah.
an emotion or a reaction post watching it that could uh, go south and not be something which is what none of us have. I don't think the filmmakers had that in mind when they were making this film.
Sure.
But if somebody feels like that and they feel like there could be some security issues or this, that, and the other, then I think they're right in thinking like that. But I'm sure that it'll find its way
Yeah.
sometime soon. I hope
Hopefully,
so.
because
Yeah.
I so want to watch it because I'm such a huge fan of your Honey Trehan, his first film I really liked.
Yeah.
And so lastly, just wanna ask you, you're also doing Dhurandhar. And again, that ensemble is so exciting. And I don't know, but like from whatever I've seen, the leaks and all of that, it seems in
Mhm.
the zone of D-Day, which I think is one of your favorite performances. Well, one of your best performances.
Oh,
So what
thank
can
you.
you tell us about that? Like how was shooting it with Ranveer and everyone, and what can we expect from the film?
Well, I think you all should just be very happy that this film is being made.
Yeah.
Uh, we all are. Aditya Dhar, I feel, is a genius. I think so. I mean, I've worked with him, and he doesn't cease to surprise me
Yeah.
every single time. Uh, the whole team out there is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Ranveer is in top form. Sanju's in top form. Akshay's in top form. Madhavan is in top form. I'm trying to be in top form myself. So yeah, it's going to be a ride. It'll be a ride which
Yeah.
everybody should get ready to take.
Wow. Thank you so much for talking, and I'm so excited for Rana Naidu season 2 because I really want to see how your character is placed within this world and what really happens. Because from the trailer, I couldn't really understand because they have cut it so well that it's like there but also hidden. So I just want to know what's
Yeah, go
there.
ahead. Watch it and then let me know what you think.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Lovely
Take care.
chatting with you, bro. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.